Welcome. Today's practice is offered up to the great element of earth, and with it we invite in all the ways in which we can slow down, find a sense of steady and foundation. So we consider for a moment, what is the foundation of our life? What is the foundation of our body? What is the foundation of this practice? And the ways in which we can get up here in the mind and spin and churn, we're just going to bring it down. So we're going to keep it really low in the practice, in the bones, a little bit of a slower pace, and in the hips. And we're going to start with a few long equal breaths. So I'm sitting up on a block. It's a good idea to do that wherever you are, to lift up and out of the pelvis. So you can lengthen up through the spine. And you can spin the palms down to initiate a grounding. Lengthen up through the crown of the head as you ground through the sits bones and into the length in your spine. Draw in a nice full breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And then exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And then exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. So you can keep going. That same length on the inhale and same length on the exhale. It doesn't have to match exactly the rhythm I just set. It can be your own rhythm, but just keep the inhale and exhale equal. Sama pranayama. Keep grounded from the waist to the sits bones. Let the elbows soften, shoulders soften, the jaw soften. A few more rounds. Last full round. And then you can open your eyes and set whatever you were sitting on to the side and come to the top of your mat. So we're gonna move into a borrowed practice from my teacher Janet Stone. So prostrations, where will be a part of our practice where we lay our full body upon the earth as if we're bowing forth to the foundation, and really in whatever way that has meaning to you. It could be the earth itself, it could be your family, it could be your morals, whatever in ways you feel like you extend out of, we bow to those. So we're going to come standing, top of the mat. You can bring your big toes to touch, hands to your heart center. Take a full, wide breath in. And exhale, release your hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale, dive forward, tracing the midline down as you fold. And bend your knees any amount. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Again, it's a good idea to bend the knees so you can lift the heart. And exhale, step back to high plank position. Really feeling into the hands and the feet as you lengthen the spine. Take a full breath in. And exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Untuck your toes, the forehead pauses on the earth. And then Bhujangasana, inhale. The back of the heart pulls forward and up from the rootedness of your legs, the rootedness of your toenails. And exhale, lower the forehead down. Stretch your arms forward in this moment of prostration. And then step your hands back under the shoulders, curl the toes under, hips to heels, and downward facing dog. Get rooted down through the center point of the hands, the pointer finger and thumb. You can bend your knees to lift the hips up and away from that rootedness, or maybe they're straighter or all the way. Take a full breath into the length of your spine, down deep in the bones. Exhale, completely empty the lungs. Look forward and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, bow forward. Root through the feet and reach, rise to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. Same exhale, drop your hands by your sides, and inhale, they sweep out and up. A full wide breath. And exhale, dive forward and down. Empty your lungs, curl the belly in. Halfway lift and lengthen. Extend through the crown of the head. And exhale, step back to high plank. Just a short pause as you reach the heels away from the crown. Take a full breath in. And exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Untuck your toes. Extend back and down through the legs. And inhale, heart forward and up, Bhujangasana. And exhale, lower down, prostration. And then step your hands back. And you can either go hips to heels like we did before, or you can curl the toes, inhale, high push-up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Set the eyes on a single point. This helps steady our energy. Instead of looking all around, we rest the eyes on a single point, so we call this drishti. Take a full wide breath in. And exhale, empty your lungs. Bend your knees, look forward, and step or jump to the top. Halfway lift and lengthen, inhale. Fold forward and empty the air all the way out of the lungs. So hold no reserves of air. Press down and rise to stand, a full breath. And exhale, hands to heart center. Drop the hands by the sides and inhale, they sweep out and up, a full breath. And exhale, dive forward and down. Empty all the way down. Halfway lift and lengthen, inhale. Step back to upper push-up as you exhale. Take a full breath in. And slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, prostration. And then find your way back, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, float your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square. Spread the toes. Keep grounded down through the hands and the feet and the ball of the left foot. Take a full wide breath in, and as you exhale, bring your right knee to your right armpit. As you inhale, the right knee lowers to the right wrist. So you're really pushing away into the earth. And as you exhale, you draw it up into the right armpit. Inhale, down dog, kick back. It sweeps up and back. And exhale, the right foot steps forward between the hands. Bring your back knee down. And you can either bring your hands to your front right knee or sweep your arms to the sky. So if you need the support to really keep the belly lifting, so we keep rooting through the feet, magnetizing the feet toward one another to keep from doing something like this. So the tailbone roots down. Maybe hands here or maybe hands here. Steady the eyes on a single point. So moments pause. The power and potency of a pause. Of slowing it down and feeling what is steady. Listen to the sound of your breath moving in and out of the rings of your nostrils. And exhale, release. Step back to plank position. Take a full breath in. And exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Untuck your toes, Bhujangasana. Inhale, heart forward and up. And exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. It's this moment where we literally bow to what holds us. The earth itself, which has caught every footstep we've ever taken so far. What is the steadiness, the support? And then step your hands back, either hips to heels or high push up to downward dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. The hips stay square. Relax in the face, the jaw. Keep the breath moving in and out nice and even, just like we started. And exhale, bring the left knee to the left armpit. Inhale, it lowers to the left wrist. So really push into the foundation. And exhale, comes back to the armpit. Inhale, it sweeps up and back. And exhale, it steps between the hands. Bring the back knee down. You can again either bring the hands to the front left knee, avoiding this collapse, and really magnetize left heel to right knee, root the tailbone, stay here or reach the arms up. It's about 5 long, slow breaths. And then release your hands down. Step back to upper push-up. First, take that full breath in, and then exhale slowly, lower to the earth. Untuck your toes, Bhujangasana. So the tailbone is down, the belly in to support the spine, and the back of the heart pulls forward and up. And exhale, lower down, prostration. What holds you and supports you, even when you're wild and unpredictable? Maybe like the love from the unconditional love from a parent, or something like that. Make your way back, downward facing dog. And again, inhale, right toes to the sky. This time, take your right knee across to the left armpit. See if you can get it up above the elbow. Inhale, it lowers to the left wrist. Exhale, back to the armpit. 2 more. Inhale, it lowers. And exhale, it lifts. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, down dog, kick back. Keep your hips square. And exhale, step the right foot forward. High lunge this time. Bend the back knee to 90 degrees. So again, instead of blowing out through the front, we're gonna keep the stability down through the tailbone. It's as if the pubic bone is pulling forward to the sternum. So a little bend in the back knee so you can feel this engagement around the waist. Stay in the square of the front knee and then press through the back heel. And then you can let the arms dangle down, or if you want, you can reach them up. Again, steady your drishti. Now, take a full breath in, extend through the fingers, and as you exhale, touch the earth like you're gonna dig in the mud, and exhale, press the palms to the sky. Keep the heart up and open. And then again, touch in the earth and inhale, reach it up. And exhale, touch in and wave it back. A few more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then pause right here, about 5 breaths. Keep the jaw soft and see if you can display some of the intensity, because most likely you're feeling it now. Down through the legs, down through your bones. Relax between your ears. 2 more. And then inhale, reach it up. Then exhale, come upper push-up. In upper push-up, take a full breath in and either lower all the way to the earth or halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. A full wide breath in. And take it back, downward dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, take the left knee across to the right armpit. Inhale, it lowers to the right wrist and back up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, down dog, kick back, keep your hips square. And exhale, step the left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Again, bend the back knee. Root the tailbone. Pull in the belly. And then press through the inner right heel without tipping the tailbone back and blowing through the front ribs. So we keep the stability. We keep this connection down into the foundation. And then from there we rise up. You can keep the arms down or reach them up. 5 breaths. Now take your fingertips and dig down deep into what is foundation for you, what is steady for you, and then press the palms, pull in the belly, keep the heart up and open. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. We keep it slow with earth. We let go of this tendency to want to rush. Inhale. Since we do plenty of that off our mat. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And part of the medicine, 1 more, is the slowing down of earth. And exhale. And pause right here. So we just feel what is here. Feel the bones. Feel how you can change the sensations just by staying steady. Feel for that long, calm, deep breath. And then touch in and reach up, a full breath in. And exhale, come upper push-up. Take a full breath in and either lower halfway or all the way. And come upward dog or cobra. Cobra is equally as potent. And then take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, foot your right toes to the sky. And exhale, take the right knee across to the left elbow armpit. Inhale, it lowers to the wrist. Exhale, back to the armpit. This time comes side plank. So the left heel down, right knee high, right hand high. So really feeling this connection down into the left hand as you feel the buoyancy upward. And we're going to slowly step to the top of the mat for 3. So you gaze forward and feel this contraction in. 2, we're not there yet. And then the right foot lands. Keep the right arm up, right knee over the right ankle, coming into an easy twist. So the back knee is up off the mat, and the heart can curl up and open any amount. A few steady breaths here. And then slowly release the right hand down and step back to upper push-up. Take a full breath in and go halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, take it back, downward dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, take the left knee to the right armpit. Inhale, it lowers one time to the wrist. Exhale, back to the armpit. And come side plank. Left knee high, left hand high. If you bend this right knee, you'll be able to get the sole of the right foot flat. And this really helps the grounding action. So you can extend up, take a full breath in, and then we're gonna really push into the earth. Draw into our center point to step it forward for 3. Keep the left hand up, 2, and step the left foot forward. Coming into an easy twist. Left hand to the sky. The left hip drawing in and back. And the back of the heart spinning up and open. A few breaths. And release the left hand down and step back to upper push-up. Take a full breath in and exhale, slowly lower half or all the way. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And take it back, downward dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky. Exhale, right knee across to the left armpit. One time it lowers to the wrist. Exhale, back to the armpit. Come side plank. This time, step your right foot behind your left knee. Come on the balls of the toes. Take the right hand to the base of the skull. Keep the elbow in close to the temple. And then lean your head back into your hand. Few breaths here. So using some of the stability we've created, the heat we've generated to air out the heart. And then release, just to gaze slowly at the top of the mat. Come side plank, look forward and slowly for 3, step it forward, 2, and the right foot lands. Inhale, cartwheel up, warrior 2. Land in the square of the right knee. If the arms are tired, you can simply drop them down. If you got a little juice left in them, they come up and the palms spin to the sky. Set your eyes somewhere forward over the right middle finger. Steady your breath. Reverse your warrior, take the left hand to the left thigh and the right arm straight up. So forget going back, just go straight up. So the tailbone can go down and you can get this length all along the right side. Couple breaths. And then come extended side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Left hand to the sky, or take the right hand down inside the right ankle. If you have a block, this is a great place to bring it. Or maybe you don't need it. You can come fingertips or palm. Left hand to the sky or slice it over the ear. Tuck that right hip underneath you, pull the belly up, the ribs up, the chest up. So from all this grounding, we start to feel the freedom. Keep the breath steady. And then slowly rise up. Spin the toes in. And actually spin the toes out and lower down. And lower down so that the knees track out over the toes. The tailbone reaches straight down, the belly pulls in. Hands to heart. Inhale, extend through the hands and then the fingers. And exhale, slowly bring it back to the heart and the legs magnetize together, and you'll know it, you'll feel it when you're there. A few more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Then exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more. And then straighten the legs, spin the toes in, bring the hands to the hips. From rooting through the feet, lift and open the heart. One breath in, and then slide your hands down your thighs, down the backs of the knees, the calves. Wherever they stop, they stop. You can bend your knees. Keep pressing through the outer edges of the feet. There's a little bit of a lift up from the inner arches, as if we grow our roots down deep into the center of the earth, and then we draw up that nectar. The nectar of stability, of steady, of... And from here, rise up halfway, walk to the top of the mat. Pick up your right toes and turn them to the upper right corner of the mat and bring your left knee down. You want to really press and ground down through the outer edge of the right foot. And you can either stay up on your hands, lower to your elbows, or grab your block and bring it under your elbows. And pull the heart forward and up, and let the head completely go. And take a few deep breaths into the knot in your outer right hip. The hips can be a huge storage ground for just old emotion. We hold on to a lot in that area, and it's such an important part of the foundation of our body. So just for a few breaths, bringing your full attention and your breath into and out of your right hip. And then you can release and step back to upper push-up. Take a full breath in and exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left toes to the sky. And exhale, take your left knee to the right armpit. One time, inhale, it lowers to the wrist. Exhale, back to the armpit. Come right to side plank. And then step your left foot behind the right knee. And you're going to take again that left hand to the base of the skull and press the head into your hand. A few deep breaths here. And then release to side plank. And again, drawing the belly, push into the earth and slowly step it forward for 3, 2, and come on up, warrior 2. Hold steady in warrior 2. Steady the drishti, steady the breath. Good, and then take the right hand to the right thigh and the left arm straight up. Breathing long into the left waist, the left ribs, the left armpit. You can look up or maybe even drop your gaze toward the earth. And then release to extended side angle. And take the right elbow to the right thigh, or come down to a block or inside the left ankle. Take the right arm to the sky. And really try to work that left hip under you as you reach straight up, or slice the right arm over the ear. Find 50-50 of the weight going down through the right foot and down through the left foot. And from that rooting down, you'll feel an opening along the whole right side. And then rising up, come temple. Bring your heels in. And this time take your left elbow to the left knee and circle the right arm up and around. Take a full breath in, it makes a full circle. And then the right arm sets down on the right thigh, and the left arm sweeps up and around. A full wide breath. It circles back, and we change. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more each side. And then bring both elbows down and lower the crown, the shoulders, the hips in one line. If you've got a little juice left, you can reach the arms forward. And slowly release. Spin the toes in, heels out. And pull the heart forward and up. And bow down. This time, walk your hands over to the right foot. And keep your left hand on the right foot and take your right hand to the sky, just an easy twist. You can stay here, or thread the right arm under the left arm, bend the left knee and reach for anywhere on the left leg. A little twist into that left armpit. Release, keep the arms hooked on the legs and just drop your chin over your arms. One breath into the shoulders. And release both hands to the left ankle and twist the left hand high. You can stay here or thread the left arm underneath that right armpit, bend the right knee, reach anywhere on that right leg. Keep the arms, the hands hooking onto the legs, release the twist and hook the chin over the arms for one breath into the shoulders. And then lift up halfway and turn to the top of the mat. So your left foot is forward. Bring your back knee down and pick up your left toes. It spins to the upper left corner of the mat. You can pull your heart forward and up and stay up on the hands. Lower to a block or lower to your elbows. Drop your head, but resist the tendency to want to round the upper back. So keep the heart pulling forward and up and keep pressing through the outer edge of the left foot. A few breaths right into that knot in the left hip. And release and step back to high push-up position. Full breath in. And exhale, slowly lower to the earth. This time, take the hands and interlace the fingers at the low back for a version of salabhasana. Keep the tailbone long, the belly pulling in, And lift the legs and the torso up. A slight tuck of the chin. A few deep, full breaths. And then slowly release and gaze to the left. Drop the arms by the sides. Rest. Then bring your chin to the center and your arms out to the sides. And again, extend back through the toes so that the belly pulls forward toward the sternum. And then extend the center of your heart forward and up. The arms lift. And then when you're ready, you can lift the legs. And fill and empty the lungs. Feel the support beneath you. It's a slight tuck of the chin so you're not kinking the back of your neck. The heart forward and up. 2 more breaths. And slowly release and again gaze to the right. And then again bring your chin to the center. This time reach your arms in front of you. Press down through all 10 toenails so the belly pulls forward toward the sternum. And lift the center of the heart forward and up. So the arms lift, they're just right alongside the ears. So the easiest thing to do is to drop your head. And then if and when you're ready, you can lift the legs. And now steady your breath. Squeeze the shins in so you stay rooted in the legs. Keep the navel drawing up toward the sternum and the center of the heart stretching out through the hands. And then slowly release and gaze left. And then rise up onto your elbows, forearms, and bend your right knee. Reach around and grab the inner arch of the right foot. And you may just be here, grabbing for the inner foot and encouraging it down. If you can, you spin the inner right fingers in the same direction as the toes. Keep the left toenails reaching down. Keep reaching out through the right knee. The right foot presses into the right hand, and the right hand presses back into the right foot. Keep the belly pulling forward toward the sternum and the heart reaching forward and up. So even as we start to get into the opening of the heart, we keep the foundational part of the practice steady, the roots steady. Release and change. Press down through the right leg, the right toenails. Press the left hand and left foot into each other. Reach back through the left knee, pulling the heart forward and up. A steady, deep breath into and out of the nose. And then slowly release. And then set your forehead down and bend both knees. Reach around and catch the outer edges of your feet and press the feet into your hands. Squeeze the knees into the midline. Again, pull the belly toward the sternum to support the low back, and then press up into your feet or into your hands. And again, instead of kinking the neck, just let the crown of the head extend as if it's one long spine instead of a kinked toes. 2 more full breaths. Last one. And slowly release and push back to child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Reach the arms forward. And this time, make a prayer with your hands and point the prayer to the sky or the back of your mat. Come to your hands and your knees and bring your right knee in toward your chest and bring the right knee toward the right ankle. Extend back through the left foot. So you're setting up for half pigeon. Keep your right foot flexing to protect the right knee. Inhale, pull the heart forward and up. And exhale, set yourself down. So if by chance this doesn't feel great on your knee, you can always spin it around. Same variation, just on your back. Often this can feel better if you have a tweaky knee. So you just reach through and you can grab the back of the thigh, the front of the shin. Otherwise you can remain here. The right shin forward. And the breath moving into the knot in the outer right hip. As we start to slow it down, keep the mind anchored in the breath. Any thoughts that move in that have nothing to do with your outer right hip, just let them move on by just as quickly as they showed up. And come back to your breath, come back to the sensations you feel in the hip. And then rise up. And as you rise up, you're going to rock off on the right hip and swing your left foot around and set up for double pigeon. So in double pigeon, we tend to do something that looks like this. You're going to invite the lower right shin forward and the upper left ankle. You're going to move it toward, and if you can, off the knee. Flexing both feet, sitting really tall. You're going to go heavier down from your waist through the earth. You may even just simply leave your hands here. You may just be here. You can even prop yourself up with your hands behind you. Or if you're wishing to go deeper, then you can walk your hands forward. Again, just keep that reach down through the waist as you draw forward and up through the heart. A few deep breaths. If you have your block nearby, you can rest your elbows on the block. You can rest your forehead on the block. And just let the breath move into and out of the knot in your hips. And you can rise up and we'll come Gomukhasana. So you can, as best as you can, stack your left knee on top of your right knee. And you can take your left arm underneath your right arm. And if you can, really extend through the arms. If this isn't available to you, you can grab your shoulders, or any way you can modify. And you can stay here, extending up through the elbows, and again, going heavier down through the hips. Or if you wish, then again, you can round forward. You can rest the elbows on the knees, or the block, or the earth. And again, a few deep breaths here. As you exhale, press down through the outer edges of your feet. Complete your exhale all the way, so don't hold any reserves. You can rise up and come seated twist. So you can draw your left foot in, the sole of the foot flat, both feet in, and you can take your left fingertips back behind you, right elbow hooks the left knee. As you inhale, lift up through the spine, so it's as if the belly and the thigh come closer together. So often we kind of drop away, but really sit tall on the inhale, and as you exhale, gaze gently over the left shoulder. A few more like that. Inhale, sit tall, root the hips down, reach up through the crown, and exhale, twist over the left shoulder. If you want the Prithvi or Earth Mudra in your hand, it's the two middle fingers touching the point of the left thumb. 2 more breaths. And you can slowly release, take a little counter twist to the right. Come back to your hands and your knees. On your hands and your knees, take your hips over to the right, back behind you, and up the left side. Again, over to the right, back behind you, and up the left. 2 more like that. Good, and now I'll roll it the other way. Go left, back behind you, and up the right. 3 more times, just making big circles with your hips. And then come center and bring your left knee to your left wrist, your left foot to your right wrist, rather. Set up for half pigeon. And this side may be different from the other side, so you might be able to come here if you were on your back before. If you were on your back, maybe you want to come into half pigeon on this side. So inhale, pull the heart forward and up. Square the hips, active in the feet. And as you're ready, you can set it down. And come right into a point where you can hold steady. So the only thing that's really moving is the breath. Just keep your awareness right in the knot in the outer left hip, dissolving any stress, any congestion. And we're looking for a way to connect in. So where there is tightness and congestion, we're just rinsing it out. Complete your exhale all the way before you begin the inhale. And you can rise up, rock off onto the outer left hip and swing your right foot around and forward for double pigeon. So it's that one where we're really encouraging the lower shin forward and the upper right ankle off the knee. So you want to flex your feet. You can sit tall. You can maybe have the hands behind you. This may be enough here. This is definitely asking a lot of our hips, so be generous and gentle and kind. And maybe you want to come forward gently. You can even rest the elbows on the upper shin, maybe on a block in front of you. As you relax the head, neck, and jaw. Long, calm, deep breaths into and out of the nose, into and out of the knot in your hip. Rise up and come Gomukhasana. So stack your knees as best as you can. The feet out to the sides. At first it maybe even looks something more like this. And as you get a little more open, the knees stack more one on top of the other. Press down through the outer edges of the feet. Go down through the hips, the waist. And then this time, take your right arm under the left arm. The shoulder blades draw back, the elbows up. And if you're good here, you can hang here. If you want to rest the elbows on the knees, or maybe on a block in front of you. Keep the sits bones anchoring down, the feet exhaling down into the earth, as if you still have that rooted sense. And you can rise up for seated twist. So bring the sole of the right foot flat and the left heel in. The right finger's behind you. The left elbow hooks onto the left knee. Instead of dropping into the low back, really lift the belly up toward the thigh. And as you exhale, spin the upper back toward the right. So often we're twisting in the neck, and the head can definitely follow, but let the twist come more into the upper back. Take a full, long breath in, press down through the hips. And as you exhale, twist. Couple more. Last full breath in. And a rinsing breath out. And release, take a little counter twist to the left. Bring your legs out in front of you. For Paschimottanasana, if you got a little something back here, you can walk it out of your way. Little softness in the knees, flex your toes, and bow around whatever's here. So instead of cranking and pulling and forcing, yet one more thing, just soften and bow in. This is more of an energetic moment than a force your hamstrings to open moment. And then rise up for reverse tabletop or a purvottanasana. So stage 1 is to bend your knees like a crab. The hands are behind you, fingertips point towards your toes. And as you lift the hips, you can take the chest up. If your neck's all right with it, you can drop your head all the way back. If you're a little more advanced or you want to try the next variation, you press the big toes down into the earth, lift the hips, same up through the heart and back through the crown of the head. Root down through the fingertips to feel that opening up through the heart. Take one more full breath in, and exhale, release. You can lay on your back. Imagine you're getting into a giant king-size bed all to yourself. Spread out your arms and your legs. Flip your palms to the sky. And press lightly through the back of the head, or maybe even not so lightly. Really press through the parts of your body touching the earth. Feel the support, the density beneath you, and then release. And one more time. Press through the head, the arms, the legs. Press, feel the solidity beneath you, and then release and let it have you completely. No more muscle energy. No more control of the breath. No control of the thoughts. Just feeling the support beneath your actual bones. With each natural exhale, just relaxing more and more down. Soften your jaw. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Space between your teeth, a soft seam at your lips. Let the eyeballs drop down in their socket. The power and potency of a pause that we so desperately need these days. So don't cheat yourself of these last few moments here. Do nothing. Simply be. So if you can stay 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, stay. If you're coming along with me now, then you can deepen your breath and bring in some slow, natural movements. Maybe like a good morning stretch. And you can hug the knees into the chest. And roll through your side and up to a comfortable seat. Sit up tall on the spine, eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart, a slight bow of the chin. Now we feel the great steadiness, the great stability of our physicality, our body, of the direction we're headed, our life, for today, for this month, for this year, for this one time on earth we have. And we take a full breath in and a cleansing breath out. And 2 more, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, third eye center, inhale. And exhale, bowing forward to you, your breath, your practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.